Good morning. Good morning. We are in the tarot study of the High Priestess. And let me just show you through these cards this morning. So here's the original Rider Waite, the Wandering Star. If you guys have any questions about any of these decks, please let me know. Tarot of the Abyss, Wildwood Tarot. They call their High Priestess the Seer. The Light Seers, Golden Art Nouveau. I'm sorry if all these are not trying to get to a good, that's the Star Tarot, the Good Tarot, the Mystical Moments Tarot, and today is the Tarot of the Divine, I think is, hang on. Yes, Tarot of the Divine is that one. That's the new one today. Gosh, that's not clear, is it? But you get the gist. Okay. I like her because, looking at her, I like her because she's kind of like everyday person, but what she's like with her veil though, it's kind of like, oh, there's more here than the eye can see kind of thing. It's like she looks like the everyday person, but she can surprise you with her knowledge and wisdom and her the depth to her and her connection to the divine. She has the connection to the hidden realms, but you just like in the everyday life, you wouldn't even know it because she's just like a good, normal person. Normal, quote unquote, normal. So I like that because I like the simplicity of this. Okay. And then, so the book we're going to read from today. So every day we just read from a different book of the books that, the books that I have, and just to learn together. So today we're going to read from the Ultimate Guide to the Rider Waite Tarot, which I know we're looking at all these tarots, all the other ones, but this is the OG. So it explains this one here. So I'll hold those two up there. Okay, so the High Priestess, number 2. And again, it says it's numbered number 2, but it's actually, if you include the Fool, which is 0, it's actually the third card in the Major Arcana. Okay. History and legend relate of History and legend relate of priestesses. See, that's such a weird wording there. With oracular powers such as the Pythia of Delphi, the Sibyls, prophetesses, as well as Cassandra of Troy and the temple women and nuns. Today we see them just as all the other figures of the tarot, mainly as mirrors of our own personality. There's one in you too. Basic meaning: every person, every creature has his, her, or its own value. The drape shown in the image symbolizes our inner screen on which we project all impressions, psychological events. At the same time, it stands for those hard and fast surroundings which we all need. Sometimes a task in hand is to create the space we need, and sometimes to open it up to the wider world. Spiritual experience. Here, let me show you what the inside of this book looks like too. It has like the card and the little numbers, and then the numbers come over here for references of the different things in the card, and then here's a couple of different little meanings, and then down below the card here it says establish your own opinion and live by it. This again, remember, is all one person's interpretation and opinion, so go by your own, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then also too, the reason why we read all of these, even the stuff that doesn't resonate in the moment, may resonate down the road, or for somebody else's, like if you're doing somebody else's reading, you go, oh, that's where that comes in. Okay. Spiritual experience, understanding the personal significance of thoughts, words, or deeds through meditation or contemplation. As the card for the day, other people's advice won't help here. Stick to your own opinion. This is very interesting. I don't know. It's, yeah. Okay. As a prognosis tendency, you are always your own soothsayer. What you think and believe is what becomes your reality, even if it comes from your imagination. So let the dead bury the dead and their obedience to old ways. Give yourself and others the chance to discover who you really are. For love and relationships, the High Priestess's secret is her ability to perceive, sort out, and put a name to feelings, needs, and intuitions. For success and happiness, take heed of what your inner voice is telling you. The 10 most important symbols in the card. The columns, B and J. According to the legend, these are the columns of an ancient temple in Jerusalem. B and J stand for Beelzebub and Yahweh, respectively, and also the initials of two principles named Boaz and Joachim, corresponding with yin and yang. The curtain is the dividing line between the individual and the wide ocean, and is at the same time permeable for reconnection. The work of the soul takes place on the inner screen, onto which our inner images and dreams are projected. Palm trees, pomegranate, mark of that which is one's own, and also opening it up, sorting it according to B and J, the fruitfulness of spiritual life. This is what the palm and the pomegranate signify. Also, each is symbolic of sexuality, but behind the priestess's back. The moon crown, the threefold moon or crown of Isis, the Egyptian mother goddess, to be seen in many depictions of the Madonna, the three visible phases of the moon, the three stations of virginity, the adult woman, and age. The Taurus's horns, crescent moon. Let me show you this again. In the sign of the Taurus, the astrological moon is raised, especially potent. The era of the matriarchs, prehistory, Taurus age. Moon today, night, one's own spirituality, the subconscious. I'm a Taurus in the sidereal astrology. In the regular, I am Gemini. I think you should look up your side note. Both your regular astrology, but also sidereal. I really like the balance of the two. You got your little, it feels like kind of like masculine, feminine, the mother's side and the father's side kind of thing. Like this is kind of like your traits. Like I get my nose from my mama and my ears from my daddy. I don't know, whatever. But just saying like it kind of feels like that to me. Like both are relevant. So there's your side note for the day. The scroll, the 4 letters awaken associations with the Torah, as well as with the version of the word tarot. SFX, the wheel of fortune. Today, the script for the course of one's own life. The script for the course of one's life. The cross, the religion and spirituality. The region of the breast, the heart, is where the soul gathers impressions, sorts them, and generates personal opinions and inner values. And if you're studying Hecate or Hecate, however you say it, with us, that cross that she has also looks like a crossroads, doesn't it? See? Okay. Oceans, great waters, oceans of feeling, the flow of life, the circulation of water on the planet, ebb and flow. The figure in the image has 2 tasks: to take account of all this and yet to keep what is private, her inmost life, separate. The flowing robe, flowing as water in the rhythm of the moon and the tides. Light blue background, the divine realm and the realm of the will. Light blue equals open, sky, clear, water. Lightheartedness, will, lucid, mind. And out of the blue, the wild blue yonder. Did I read everything? Did I read that last one? That for success and happiness, take heed of what your inner voice is telling you. All right. So I think that's it. So there's that. There's that. See? The High Priestess. And so once we get done with reading all these books, we'll do like a little meditation to dive in and see what she has to say to us. What message she has lying hidden behind her veil. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.